Larry Andrews, welcome to Chatter with Steve.
All right, thank you for having me. In 1987, and I got hooked on some meth for a while. I was about 3 months.
What is meth like? Do you just do you remember being high, or is it?
Oh yeah. It's it keeps you up for hours upon days, and depending on.
Is that why you liked it? Because you could get a lot done, type of deal, or was it?
Well, you think you're getting a lot done, but you end up spinning in circles.
Right.
And you might get a lot done that first time, the first high, and first day, but after that, you're just spinning around in circles.
You had mentioned something in your book about, weren't you up for a long string of days at one point?
Oh yeah. I stayed up 10 days at a time many times.
That's insane.
I'm very fortunate I'm still alive.
That has to be crazy. Would you sleep for 2 or 3 days after?
Oh yeah, yeah. You'd sleep. I mean, someone could have come in the room and hit you in the head with a sledgehammer, and it wouldn't have woke you up.
Wow.
You're just that out of it in there.
Gotcha.
So I was working in Texas at the time, and I'd fly from Dallas Fort Worth to Los Angeles a couple of times. And
you're doing that, so your wife at the time didn't know about it, right?
No, she didn't know what I was doing. She didn't even know I was out of town. I'd jump on a plane.
It's insane.
It's not like Find My iPhone today.
Yeah.
You know where you are today.
Yeah.
And so when they would call in, it's just like, where are you? Well, I'm in Dallas.
Yeah. And so you were flying out there to find this guy that had dealt you the.
Yes. And I found him, and but it was not ever the same drug again. It was just a bunch of junk after that. Not any different than what I could find here in Oklahoma.
Huh. You even went out there and you would fly it back, right? Through the airport?
Yeah, came through the airport with it. And the first time I came
How
through...
How scary was that?
When I came through, it was pretty scary to me because I'd never done anything like that. I mean,
yeah.
that was just not me. I mean, people that knew me, they had no idea what I was doing. And I was the last one in my family that anybody would have ever thought was doing this.
Yeah.
And, I had some success in the insurance business, and things were going really well. And
you weren't the typical drug type person, right? I mean, you successful and had a family, right?
Yes.
Wife and daughter at the time?
Yes. And things were going well, and I was on the road to having lots and lots of success.
That's crazy. So how did that work? You were buying it in what kind of quantity, like pounds type of deal, and then you bring it back?
Toward the end, it got to the point where I was buying it a pound at a time.
Which is that a lot?
That's a lot.
And is that a lot of money?
Yeah, if you took a packet of Sweet and Low,
mm-hmm.
that's 1 gram.
And that's what you're selling it as?
There's 28 grams in every ounce. And then so you should do the math on how many of those little packets are in a pound.
Wow. So was that expensive? I mean, were you having to, did you have to build up? I have no idea if that's.
Yeah, I mean, it's and the lady that I was buying it from there toward the end, she actually started what they call fronting it to me, and so I would go sell it.
Like a loan almost.
Yeah, and that's just the nature of the game. You don't usually get that type of credit. They want their money up front because you never know when someone's going to get busted.
Right.
And I got busted a couple of times while she was my dealer.
Really?
Yes.
And you were buying from the lady?
Yeah.
And was this in California or was she from here?
No, she was here in Oklahoma, and her dad would go to Mexico and bring it up through Arizona and bring back 20 plus pounds at a time.
Wow.
So I was dealing with some pretty heavy hitters at the time, didn't really realize it, and I turned around and it fired. My finger accidentally hit the trigger.
Oh my goodness.
And so when it hit the trigger, I had no idea where the bullet went. And it was just a few seconds later that all of a sudden I could feel this, my heart was beating through my hand. And she begged me not to go. Don't go. And I show up on the scene, and the rest is history. They busted all of us.
So you get arrested, and
that's the one that made the newspapers on the front page of the Norman paper at the time. And I'd been sentenced to 2 10s at that time in the McLean County.
What does that mean?
2 10-year sentences.
Okay, so does that mean is that different than a 20-year? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Total, I was sentenced to 101 years, but everything was running concurrent, and what that means, everything runs together with that controlling case, and that controlling case happened to be conspiracy to manufacture methamphetamine. That's a 20-year sentence. So I had to plead out to that 20 in order to have them all run concurrent. Had I not, they would have ran them consecutive, and that meant that I would not be having this conversation with you.
Yeah.
I'd still be doing my 101 years.
Wow.
Money the hard way, the guys, they would put $100 bill on the bull's horn,
Get
and
out of
those
here.
guys would go out there. I'm telling you, I saw guys get knocked 20 feet in the air. I mean, you know, they would sit there and they would take that bull on, and it was like, man. So a lot of spectators came to see that.
Wow.
They wanted to see the you know, the blood and the guts,
Yeah.
watch them get smashed out. And I'm surprised that more of them didn't get hurt really bad. But
Do they still have those?
no,
No.
they've shut those down. And but we were playing in the band, and we had finished that night. And the officer that's in the book here that I talk about, he's no longer there. He's working in the oil business he's out in West Texas now. We've started communicating, and we got into the van, and he turned around and he said, "You guys like fried chicken?"
Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you for having
I
me.
really enjoyed the book and really enjoyed talking to you.
And it's been fun, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
And you know, if you ever have a flat tire, give me a call.
Dang it. We have to end it on that.